It's now confirmed that a fresh report has surfaced regarding the Lakers and one of their key players, a development that could have major consequences not only for the remainder of this offseason, but also for the direction of the franchise moving forward. This update reshapes how the upcoming year might unfold and raises questions about the long-term future of the team. We'll break down this new information and examine exactly what it could mean in the bigger picture. In addition to this, there are several other Lakers updates worth noting, including one toward the end that fans will definitely want to hear. Recently, the organization has already been active, making some important moves with names like Ayton and Smart, but this latest report shines the spotlight on someone who hasn't been a central topic of discussion lately: Austin Reeves. According to well-regarded insider Jovan Buha, Reeves not only hopes to remain a Laker for his entire career, but is also expected to secure a long-term contract valued at over $30 million annually. This revelation is significant for multiple reasons. There had been ongoing speculation about Reeves's future, with early rumors suggesting unrealistic numbers like $40 million per year, while others projected a much lower range closer to $20–25 million. Buha's report indicates that the Lakers are preparing for an extension in the $30 million range, which both sides seem comfortable with. The question is whether this valuation is justified. From one perspective, $30 million might appear steep, but with the salary cap continuing to rise, that figure actually represents solid value for a player of Reeves's caliber. His current deal pays $13.9 million through 2025–26, with a player option the following year, meaning he will almost certainly test free agency after next season. Reeves's path to this point is already well known. Back in the 2021 draft, he chose not to be selected late, ensuring he could sign with the Lakers directly, a gamble that paid off. Since then, he has shown consistent growth, elevating his game each year. Even after a brief slump following the arrival of Luka Doncic, he quickly adjusted and finished the season averaging 20 points per game while shooting 46% from the field and 37% from deep. The most important factor here is fit. Both Reeves and the Lakers appear confident that he can thrive next to Doncic, who is clearly the centerpiece of the team's future. While the front office could still explore potential trades before the season or at the deadline, the broader plan is becoming clearer. Build around Luka with reliable secondary stars. With LeBron James's future uncertain, Reeves now stands out as one of the key long-term pieces alongside Doncic. Although his name surfaced in trade rumors this summer, it seems the organization has prioritized keeping him. Of course, situations in the NBA can always change if the on-court chemistry doesn't fully click. But for now, the Lakers view Austin Reeves as a cornerstone who fits their vision of competing deep into the future. At the moment, Tyler Herro's contract positions him 13th among shooting guards with an average salary of $30 million per year, just behind Orlando's Jalen Suggs at $30.1 million. Considering how quickly the salary cap continues to climb, it wouldn't be surprising if Austin Reeves ultimately pushes closer to $32 million annually, which would place him in the same range as C.J. McCollum and Jordan Poole. When looking at these names, it's reasonable to argue that Reeves already matches, and in some cases surpasses, the overall impact of players like Herro, Suggs, McCollum, or Poole. A figure in the low $30 million range seems fair, especially when the Lakers' long-term plan clearly revolves around building around Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. Anything closer to $35 million might be harder to justify, but as it stands, this contract aligns with the market and with the team's direction. Reeves's progression speaks for itself. Undrafted in 2021, he made the choice to sign with Los Angeles rather than get picked late, a gamble that worked out for both sides. The organization still had to scout him properly and take the chance, and now that decision looks like a major win. Reeves has grown each season, carving out a role first as a bench contributor before earning a permanent spot in the starting lineup. Last year, he not only started consistently, but also showed development as a playmaker, spending stretches at the point guard spot. Going forward, He won't be the main ball handler, but his ability to facilitate makes him an invaluable secondary creator next to Luka. That's exactly what this roster needs. Someone who can relieve Doncic of some playmaking duties without the team having to chase an external option in free agency or through trade. Extending Reeves secures that role at a price that makes sense. Looking at potential lineups, the Lakers could run with Doncic, Reeves, Rui Hachimura, LeBron James, and DeAndre Ayton. There are still questions about how the starting five might be configured, whether Marcus Smart takes a spot or whether Hachimura shifts to the bench. But those decisions will unfold through training camp and preseason. The important part is that Reeves' versatility gives them flexibility in constructing rotation. From a financial standpoint, retaining Reeves at this number means the Lakers' two cornerstone players, Doncic and Reeves, will account for nearly $80 million after next season. The positive is that beyond that window, the team's books are relatively clean, and with Reeves' cap hold being manageable, they will have an opportunity in 2026 to add complementary talent around their two stars. That summer could be their chance to vault directly into contention with a roster fully built around Doncic and Reeves. For now, everything points toward Reeves being a long-term piece in Los Angeles. His name did come up in trade speculation earlier in the summer, but indications are that the front office has no intention of moving him unless something dramatic changes. Both sides have made their intentions clear. The Lakers want him as part of their future, and Reeves himself has expressed a desire to remain with the franchise for the long haul. On a separate note, a recent article highlighted how Rob Pelinka managed to strengthen the roster by bringing in 3 quality players through buyouts without surrendering future assets, a move that has earned praise as one of the front office's most effective strategies of the offseason. It reflects the broader approach Los Angeles is taking: make smart financial moves, avoid unnecessary sacrifices, and build a competitive core around Luka and Reeves. Looking back at the offseason as a whole, the question now becomes, how should Rob Pelinka's work be graded if no further major moves are made? Considering the Luka Doncic extension, the additions of Marcus Smart, DeAndre Ayton, and Jake LaRavia, along with the roster depth moves already secured, the front office deserves significant credit. From my perspective, this offseason sits comfortably at an A grade, and it edges closer to an A when you factor in just how efficiently these moves were executed. The extension of Doncic alone sets the foundation for the next era of Lakers basketball. Add to that the signing of Smart, who brings championship-level toughness and defensive leadership, Ayton providing a reliable presence inside, and LaRavia's versatile skill set on the wing, and it's clear the team has positioned itself for both the present and future. Perhaps the most impressive aspect is that these upgrades came without mortgaging future draft picks or sacrificing young core talent. It was smart, calculated roster building, the type of strategy that often separates good teams from long-term contenders. Compared to other franchises around the league that had to overpay or give up significant capital to make improvements, the Lakers managed to strengthen their roster with minimal cost. That efficiency matters, especially as the front office keeps one eye on the current window with LeBron James and another on sustaining success with Doncic at the center of the team's plan. Of course, some questions remain. Are the Lakers truly ready to compete for a championship this year? There are still areas that could use fine-tuning, particularly depth in the front court and another perimeter scorer who can take pressure off Doncic and Reeves in playoff moments. These issues don't overshadow the strong work done, but they do highlight that the job isn't fully complete. Even so, the momentum is undeniable. Pelinka has navigated this offseason with patience and precision, leaving the Lakers in a far better position than where they stood at the end of last year. If Reeves' extension goes through as expected, the organization will have locked in 2 foundational pieces alongside valuable role players, all without handcuffing their financial flexibility moving forward. In the end, this offseason has laid the groundwork for the Lakers to enter the 2025-26 campaign with optimism and a renewed sense of direction. Whether it translates into a championship run will depend on health, chemistry, and potential mid-season adjustments, but there's no denying the progress made. So the question is, how would you grade Rob Pelinka's offseason? Is it an A for locking up Doncic and surrounding him with proven talent at little cost? Or do the lingering roster gaps hold it back from being a perfect mark? Either way, fans should recognize that this summer has given Los Angeles a clearer path forward, and that alone makes it one of the strongest off-seasons the franchise has had in recent memory.